Hey, what is going on? How are you guys doing tonight? Listen here, okay? We are here and we are a little bit tardy for the party, but it is all right. Try to shut it down. Technology never acts right when you want it to, but it's okay. We're going to keep it moving. Listen, I'm just going to say this right now while we're ahead. If anything happens, we'll just go live from the page, okay? If anything happens, come back in. We'll just go live from the page. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Power Push mini series with your girl Dia, and I am here with my amazing guest, and I was so excited. I'm still so excited to have her on tonight, Miss Rene. Massey's in the building. Go
Oh,
ahead
yeah.
and put those emojis together in the comment box. I'm so excited about what we are doing tonight. You already know this entire month we are talking about one word, and that word is being courageous. It's all about being courageous. Listen, I even got deep with it. I attached a scripture. If I was to use a scripture, it would be Second Chronicles 32:7. Let me go ahead and read the word. Okay. Stand up. We got the word. Listen, it says, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid nor be dismayed, aka discouraged before the king. Listen, do not be discouraged before whatever it is that's in front of you. Do not be afraid of failure. Do not be afraid of rejection. Do not be afraid of success. Why? Listen, because there are more with you than with him. So that is our scripture attached. Oh my Lord. You know what? Listen, we're gonna get this thing together tonight. So that is the scripture that we have. It is Second Chronicles 32:7, and it is all about being courageous. And can I tell you why? Because what we have coming ahead, sis, I'm going to need your courage to be up. I just have a feeling that in this entire season, while we have been in this pandemic, I just have a feeling that God has been giving you a dream. He has been giving you vision. He has been giving you strategy. He has been giving you idea after idea. And more than anything, he has been giving you connections. And it's time for you to go ahead and jump and be courageous in this season. I'm excited. I am your host tonight. My name is Dia. For those of you that do not know, I come through with the power push to help you pray, pursue, and persist until something happens. My goal is to provoke and encourage women to be confident and to be courageous, to go ahead and reposition their life and be exactly what God has called them to be. Every month, I started this about 3 months ago, and we do a mini series because I got so many requests and so many people asking. Wednesday just wasn't enough. And so I want to give you a little mo throughout the month, right? So we do this monthly mini series where we come through for a whole week and give you what you need to make it through for the entire month. We started out with shifting our minds. Then we went and prepared ourselves for our next. Then last month we talked about consistency. And while we're doing all of this, sis, it's time for you to be courageous. So our guest tonight is, I feel like, one of the most courageous people I know, okay? Listen, we already said the Rene Massey, and I'm so excited to have you on. Miss Rene, say what up.
Wow. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? This is a complete honor for me, a privilege to me. I always consider myself just to be regular. So, just to be on this platform is an honor to me. So, hey, everybody, thank you guys for joining. Let's rock. Let's go with it.
Yes. I'm excited. So more than being, so in my eyes, I have watched you since I first moved to South Carolina, and I have seen you do so many different things. So I have my brief description of you.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and tell you what I think, who I think you are, right? More
Okay.
than being a singer, because you're definitely a singer. Come on, all day that way. Okay, there you go. Okay, anywho. So you're a singer, and oh my goodness, you are such an intercessor. Like, you will pray the house down. But you're more than that. I feel like you are a multipreneur. Like
Wow.
I have seen you.
Wow.
I've seen you in church, also seen you in business. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to those who may not be as familiar?
Woo. Wow. Yeah. So the multi-entrepreneur. Um, so yes, as you mentioned, singer now, I consider myself to hold a note in the bucket. Um, it depends. Sometimes I got a lamb and a goat. It depends sometimes, which one battling to come out. Sometimes they both come out at the same time. But no, when it comes to singing, that's just, something I've always loved to do. Still learning. I sing with an amazing group of people under an amazing leader. Shout out. Here's the plug to Mike Brown and Focus. Um, as far as prayer, um, that is absolutely my life. My prayer life started when I was about 6 years old. My dad, I would hear him at like 5:30 a.m. in the morning in the living room. And I knew it was too early for me to get
Wow.
up to go in there with him. So I would literally just get up and go in my closet. So that is how, honestly, my prayer life started, literally in the closet. I couldn't go in the living room with my dad. I knew that was him and his personal time with the Lord, so I developed my own. So I feel like my life and prayer, they have to be in the same sentence. There's no Rene without prayer. Um, as far as the entrepreneur part, the business side of me, um, hmm, I work hard. Um, I don't see myself as somebody that can sit at home too long. I don't mind the vacations. People know me, I love to travel. But as much as I love to travel, I love to work. And anything that I feel that the Father has blessed my hands to
Mm-hmm.
do, I'm going to give it 150%, 200% and do it. Anything that I do wholeheartedly. But I've grown to have a love for the beauty side of things, not to transform a person and make them look like a totally different person, but to bring out the beauty that's within them that they have yet to discover. Um, so that's
Mm-hmm.
how my grind comes. That's where the entrepreneur side of me comes.
Awesome. 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 Listen, have you ever, or why don't you tell about your most courageous moment? The moment before you knew that you were you.
Honestly, let's see. I'm 38 years old, and I would have to say that moment. Let me pull up my calendar to give you the exact date. Um, that took place in September, and that date was September the 23rd. That's a Wednesday,
Wow.
which was a couple of days before my launch of my cosmetic line. And I had a deliverance service in my house with just me. And it was the moment that I got delivered from my own insecurities. Um, those
Wow.
chains off. The lock. And honestly, I had the key to the lock the entire time, but I remained bound to my insecurities. It was a comfortable place. It allowed me to
Wow.
receive attention that wasn't necessary, having a need to be needed, all of those things, creating preconceived notions in my mind of how other people were feeling about me. And so my response to them would be based on what I thought they thought about me. So that day was the moment, the most courageous moment in my life, when I got free from that. And
Wow.
um, that allowed me to go into
I'm going
my,
to do something to put up headphones.
say it again for me.
Let me pause your headphones. I know I'm crazy. Hold on
Oh,
1 second. Let me connect these headphones. Let's see if we could get it just a little bit more clear.
Okay.
Okay, let me hear you something.
Yellow. Can you hear me?
It's still not even coming through the phone, girl.
But
Listen,
we gave the disclosure. We already know what to do.
we're already here. Let's get it going. So you had a full deliverance service at your launch.
In my house, the week of the
Full.
launch. So that was that Wednesday. My launch was that Saturday, but that Wednesday prior to, which that happening had allowed me to go into this launch very free. It also allowed me to live up to the name of my line. I've always been one to try to push that in every female that I come across as much as I can. But that moment, it let me live up to my name in me. So, yeah, that's my most courageous
Wow.
moment. My most courageous moment.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. And we are so happy that you did it. We're so happy that you had this moment because we need to see you and your creativity and everything about you. So we're definitely glad that you did that. What then launch. So what made you go not necessarily from ministry, but what
Mhm.
made you take your ministry to the marketplace?
To be honest with you, just working in corporate America, um, well, having ministry in you when it's in you, it's in you. So it's not like you picking up a bag and deciding, okay, I'm gonna carry this purse today, or I'm gonna carry this book bag today. It's always with me. It's always been in me. I've been in ministry since a very young age. Um, I've had a relationship with the Father at a very young age. So anybody that I've ever come in contact with, there's always something that leads to that door of ministry being open. Being in the corporate world, working in
Right.
corporate America, you always come in contact with somebody. And there's sometimes when it's just really strong, somebody's walking past me, and now I've got to stop what I'm doing and doing an assignment for work, and now I've got to switch and do the assignment for the Father. So taking it into the corporate world or corporate America, however you choose to define it, it's always been.
Mm-hmm.
It's never like a bag switch for me. It's always there. It's always there.
I love it. I love it. Like I said, you, in my eyes, you've always been such a multipreneur. Like you're not like in this one area with this one thing. You're like this whole body, everything. And I can attest to you giving like 150% and whatever it is that you are involved in. You said you're surrounded by those who are in the marketplace and business owners and entrepreneurs. What makes you go so hard?
Um, my family. Um, I lost my dad. This is 2027 years ago. 12 days after my
Wow.
birthday. And I actually had to make the decision that led into his
Wow.
transition. And so for me in that moment, because I was always doing, small things, but not really ever putting my thought process in my heart into actually thinking that I could pull anything off. But after losing him, it was okay, do it for him. Do what would put that big Kool-Aid smile on his face. I have my mom that's still
Mm-hmm.
here, my brother, my sister are here, my nephews. So at this moment, it's fulfilling a dream that if he was here, he would say, go for it. Don't quit. And so really just living out a legacy that I know he wish he could have done, although not in the beauty realm. But just being able to say that, hey, you know, my daughter did. She is the CEO of this. She's the
Wow.
CEO of. So him, him, yeah.
Wow. Wow. You did well. You did well. Somebody just put those clapping hands together and listen, you did it. And you did it. You are amazing. You are
Thank you.
amazing. And you're
Wow.
also the most like leveled person I've ever met. Like you're always the same no matter when we see you dressed up, dressed down, no matter what.
I try.
you,
I have my
you
moments.
are you.
There
You
are moments, but hey.
gotcha. Listen, I'm still like having trouble hearing you. We're gonna get through this. I am making it out. I do apologize in advance for everybody
It's all right.
because
I
this is
think
like
I,
I'm so excited. I'm just so
I
excited
think it's meant to be
to
in this.
talk to you.
We just gonna push. We gonna push.
Yes, they need a push. So tonight we are talking about being courageous. You already know what we're here tonight to talk about. Um, have you ran into someone, or have you ever had a moment in your life where you didn't um where you've already said it. You've had multiple moments where you definitely had to jump and be courageous. What, like a week or two ago, you launched your makeup line, and still courageous even in that, right?
Right.
Tell us about your makeup line.
Well, okay. My cosmetic line, the name is Regal. Not Regal by Rene. It's just Regal. My website is Regal by Rene, but the line is called Regal. Um, Up until the day of the launch, I've actually worked on this line for 9 months. I'll never forget being in Europe. We were on the last day of the gospel tour in Italy, and Laura Wilson, we were in the dressing room, and she looked at me and said, Massey, you need to start a makeup line. And I looked at her and said, no. um, but I
Wow.
got home and I couldn't shake it. It just would not leave me alone. And I love makeup. Um, I love how it brings out the best in someone. I don't like when it's overdone and you just look like a totally different person. But I just love how it enhances the beautiful person
Mm-hmm.
that you are. And so I couldn't shake it. So from around January the 5th,
Mm-hmm.
I researched and researched and researched and researched and researched and
I
researched.
love it. I
It
love it.
finally got to I got in contact with a chemist and distributor um, that I, thought I would like. And so, of course, you got to spend money to make money. So I had to spend money on samples. At first, there were things that I didn't like, so I sent it back. Because for anybody that knows me, I don't put my name on nothing that ain't right. Because honestly, my name is all I have. And so when we finally got the samples, I had a few of the ladies, few of the queens tested out, and they were like, yeah, Mass, I think we'll go. So from there, it went to working on the logo. Shout out to Jared Flood, who always comes through. From doing the logo and then sending that, having that to come back because we needed a format. It had to be a certain color, just everything. And then from there, it went from the branding, making sure that the plate was created properly in order for my logo to fit on it, to make sure that my logo would fit on every item that
Wow.
comes in my cosmetic line. Until finally we got to the photo shoot, which Jeremiah Drummond was amazing. Cornelius was amazing. Everybody that helped out, amazing. Terrell Smith, Courtney Tucker, Kent Christian, just everybody that played a part in even getting me through that photo shoot. And then I purposely when it was time to launch, the week of the launch, I purposely put up a different photo every day as a means to market the line. So I started out with lippies, of course, got one on today. Hi. But just doing that. got a plug. This is the vinyl lipstick, goes on wet, dries, matte. Yeah. It was
Mhm.
it was different for me. Doing this line hit
Hey,
different
Rene,
for
I'm
me.
going to pause you 1 second. Pause 1 second. Because
One way or
I am going to make this thing work one way or another.
okay, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, let's get out of here. Okay.
Swap.
Let's get out of here.
okay. All right. Okay. This is
How you
way
feeling?
better. This
Okay.
is perfect.
Also
Oh
sauce.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen, I had to say a prayer just now. I said, Lord, bid me to come. Okay, here we go. Renee, I'm here. I'm here now. Oh my goodness, guys, listen. So just so you know, this usually kind of doesn't happen. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And so when it comes to me and when it comes to my productions, I'm so serious about them. And we're having like these technical issues and I'm trying to smile through it. But I'm like, I really want to hear it, Lord. I really want to be here. So listen, thank you guys for hanging in there. This normally doesn't happen, but the enemy chose tonight for it to happen. But guess what? We're going to keep on going. Listen here. So, Renee, I can hear you. I can see you.
Awesome.
Everything's Gucci for real.
Okay, cool.
Oh, my goodness.
So let's see
Yes.
what we do. Oh, yeah. So just with the whole line, I needed everything about it to live up to its name. And with the name being Regal, that was just very important to me. So we're here and we're moving and we're adding. And I think you gone, girl. I think I lost you. I think I'm still here, y'all. But I don't think D is with me. So I'm just gonna hold tight till she come. We all can hold tight till she come. We're gonna get through this. I'm just waiting on y'all. don't know. Hold tight, guys. Let's see where she is. Or if she wants to go straight to her Facebook page. Give me 1 second. Oh, look like she might be coming. There she go. We're here holding tight. Smile. It's all right.
Girl.
Smile. It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
All right. This is good, good.
It's all right.
Oh,
It's just the perfectionist in you. It's okay.
it is.
It's
I am major perfectionist, if anybody
okay.
knows me.
We was holding tight. We was holding tight.
Okay, what did I miss?
Nothing. I sat and paused. I told the people to hold. We was just gonna wait till you come back.
Okay, I'm here. I'm back, guys. Hey, guys. Thank you. All right, Renee, where did we leave off at? I am so sorry. Oh my
You fine.
goodness.
I finished talking about just the process of Regal getting started and how we got here. So
Yes.
we're here. Started off with the lips. Things are coming. Things are being added. So Regal is a full cosmetic line. It's not just lipsticks or lip gloss or lip liner.
Yeah.
There's some more things to come.
One thing I did hear that I loved is the fact that you made this line mainly because you made sure that you had us in mind. Like you didn't want us to look like a totally different person.
Right.
I love the thought of that because I do feel like some of us, maybe even those who are watching, sometimes makeup is our shield. Makeup is our thing that makes us like a different person, but it really needs to be the cherry on top. Like it's
Right.
not who you are, it's the cherry on top of who you are. So I
Correct.
love that. I love that. I love that.
Absolutely.
Now, have you always done makeup?
No. So, funny story.
Really?
I grew up not being allowed to wear makeup.
Same.
I grew up in the FBH church, and we couldn't wear no makeup.
In the world, you hear me?
No
In the world.
jersey, no nails.
None of this.
None of this. None of this. So it's really weird. But again, I love how makeup enhances.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you see an individual smile when they see, oh my God.
Yes.
And so just all of this, the frames, first of all, I got blue hair. Let's talk about that. None of that.
And it looks beautiful on you.
And I love it. Signature color. I think I'm gonna have it for a while. None of this was allowed. And so the older I got, I remember coming to Charleston to come to school. The very first thing I did when my parents drove off campus is I got into my car and I drove to Northwoods Mall and I went to Magic Nails and I got me a full set. That was what I did. But I was never allowed to wear makeup, so I've never been into it. And even when I came to Charleston, still didn't really know too much about the application of it,
Right.
how to do it. Because I was a little bit of a tomboy. I hung out with my brother who was like 2 years younger than me. I was playing tackle football. Never could play basketball, but anytime it was time for football, baby, find me on the field. And I started developing and my father said, no, you gotta come off. So never knew anything about makeup. And then when I started singing with Focus, I'm looking at all these gorgeous girls like, oh, okay. Yeah, so you got to catch up. And from there, I just got into it. I learned how to apply it. And now I love it. But again, I don't love it because you transform.
Yeah.
As my friends say, some of these women be out here catfishing the brethren. Don't catfish the people. Don't catfish the people. Just bring out the best of you. And that was my thought process, to bring out the bold, to bring out the beautiful, to bring out the noble, to bring out the intelligent, to bring out the courageous, to bring out the strong. That's to bring out everything that you didn't know that you possessed, but just simply having one piece of cosmetic. But when you have to call the name, you gotta say Regal. At that point, it awakens something in you. It awakens
Yeah.
something in you. So it's like, well, what do you have on? Regal. And so now you've got to live up to that name. That's just what I want it to be.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Somebody just type in Regal. That's
Gaze.
a whole mood. So
A
I
whole
did go to put in my order, and um yeah, everything was sold out. What up? What up, sis? What up?
so
I went the same day as the launch too.
still in awe about that, right? Yeah, I sold out maybe like about 30 minutes after the website launched.
That's
Um,
awesome.
I just in amazement. We'll be uploading the website by Friday. Um, I have 2 shipments that are coming in, supposed to be 3, but with COVID, it's kind of delaying things getting to me. But I got that wonderful email with that tracking number. So yeah, everything should be here by Thursday, and we'll be uploading and ready to go on Friday. But I'm extremely grateful. I appreciate the support of everyone. I even appreciate the support of the brethren who bought for their sisters, their wives, their cousins, whomever you purchased for. Thank you. Um, y'all got it. Thanks. Grateful. No, but I'm extremely grateful. I'm a water bag. I'm surprised I haven't started crying yet. Just in this
I
place of
feel it for you. Cause oh my
yeah,
goodness.
just where I'm at right now. I posted the other day. I'm in a beautiful place of love and peace,
Yeah.
and I think that comes from that Wednesday, the 23rd, when I had that deliverance service. But everything I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
Just being in this place. Yeah, all glory goes to the Father. There's just no ifs,
Yeah.
ands.
Yeah. And that's like the perfect place to pivot. Firstly, let me pause for a second. For those of you who are just tuning in, thank you guys so much for tuning into the Power Push Man series with your girl Dia and my special guest, Rene Massey, the Regal. Rene Massey. I'm so excited to have her on tonight. Listen, so this is a perfect place to talk about this statement that you made that actually gives me goosebumps right now just thinking about it. You made this statement, I would say like last year, maybe even the year before last, and every now and again you say it again. All you say 3 words. Somebody type in the 3 words. I believe God.
Yeah,
As we are in this month of October and we're preparing for the next month, we're preparing for November, we're preparing for 2021, we're preparing for elections. A lot of people have a lot of things on their mind, but I think that the root of being courageous is to simply throw all your belief in God. And so
absolutely.
when you even put that, whenever you post it, it's like, yes, it gives me life. And I have to admit, that one post of I believe God when you first did it made me personally jump off a cliff and say, okay, I'm going to do this. Like whatever it was
Wow,
I did, I'm
wow,
just going to do it.
wow.
Where did that statement come from?
Um, so of course, coming to church, we hear it. A preacher when the moment is good. Uh,
Yeah.
for me, um, my faith had to go up a few
Yeah.
notches.
Yeah.
Um, Scripture says, now faith is the
Yeah.
substance of things hoped for and the
Yeah.
evidence of things not seen, which is
Mm-hmm.
kind of oxymoronic because in the court of law, when you have to prove a case, you have to have that tangible evidence. You got to have that thing that can be seen or felt. And so for me, um, your faith is the evidence of what you can't see. So you got to have that tangible thing um, to what you can't see. And I'm just going to keep talking, guys. I think she kind of got lost, but we come back. She'll be back with us. For me, I believe God came when I had to really, 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 really trust Him. It's one thing to say it. It's another thing when you have to walk in
Mm-hmm.
it. Um, And so when I say it, I literally live my life by it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what my natural eyes see. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, prime example, my next order for Regal is going to run me about 15 grand. But I'm not worried about it. At
Right.
this point, I believe God to do what I know he's promised. I know what he's promised over my life. I know what he said will be. And so I trust him at it. And you can't be moved. You can't be shaken. You can't break. You can't bend. You can't give in. You know, what we have to understand is distractions have assignments too.
Mm.
And if we give the distraction our time, our energy, our money, we've allowed the distraction to fulfill its assignment. It cannot fulfill its assignment if we don't give in, if we don't give the time, if we don't break, if we don't give the energy, if we don't give the money. But if we solely surrender to the Father, his word, because the truth of the matter is he can't lie. The truth of the matter is his word has never failed. The truth of the matter is he's never left us. And so for me to know that no matter what has happened, no matter what has come my way, he's never left me.
Yeah.
The least I can do, the bare minimum, is trust him and believe him. And so that's just been it. You know, my faith back then, although I've been in ministry, you know, it would be something to say, but there was those moments in life where you had to actually live by it. And so now at this point, everything in my life, I live by the faith. I live by knowing that God has never left me. He's never failed me. And so, yeah, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Like, you can't shake me on it. You can wave whatever in my face. It ain't gonna make me move.
Oh my
Like,
goodness. Listen, somebody type in distractions have assignments.
yeah,
Distractions have assignments. I believe that this entire pandemic has been full of distracting assignments.
yeah,
But I also believe that on the other end of that, God is still speaking. He's still giving you dreams. He's still giving you the ideas. He's still giving you the wood to make the house. He's still doing all these different things. But these assignments are actually doing what they're sent out to do. Listen, this time do not fail the test.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Do
you
not
know,
be distracted.
I if everybody would just take a moment and go back to 2019,
Yeah.
you're probably not going to be able to count it on one hand or even both. The many times you said to God or a friend or a foe, you said, I just wish I had more time. I wish I had a little bit of time. I wish I had a little
Please.
time. I just need time to do this. Okay, so here it is, right? The pandemic, you know, it's been a little heartbreaking for some.
Yeah.
But I believe that this time that we've had, for the creatives, for the dreamers, for the vision,
Woo!
for those who weren't creatives, those who weren't dreamers, those who weren't visionaries, you were still given time to get things together. And so this has been a moment to where whatever you wanted to do, whatever you had written down, this was your opportunity to take advantage of it. And there's still time left. You know, I know it just seems like, oh my God, you know, for most people, you know, I'm just ready for this to be over so I can get out the house. I'm just ready for this to be over. But okay, when you get out the house and you go out and you come back home, what did you do for your dream? What did you do
Wow.
for your vision? What did you do for the creativeness that's in you? You know, I love going out every now and again. I mean, my friends say, yeah, but no. You know, but after you finish wanting to be out, and I actually appreciate the pandemic because I moved in my house 2 years ago, and this is the most I've been in my house. But this has allowed me to build on what I need to build. To be honest with you, I can't say if I didn't have this moment, I don't know that Regal would have come out this year.
Woo!
If we be honest, I cannot say that
Yeah.
I would know if Regal came out. My nail business, I'm about to open that back up. You know, I can't say that I would know if these things would have fully developed if I didn't have this time. You ask God for the time. Now the question is, what are you going to do with the time that God gave you?
Yes.
You
Somebody
know,
type that in. Type that in for somebody. Tell your neighbor. Go ahead and type it in for your neighbor. What are you going to do with your time? What are
how
you
about
going to do with your time? Renee, I've been saying this not necessarily since the beginning, but it just hit me like a bag of bricks. The entire world is on pause for you.
exactly?
The whole world. So it's not like, oh, the rich is getting richer, the poor. No, everybody is on pause just so that you can be in position
Yeah,
once play is pushed again.
yeah. And the
Woo!
thing is, when play gets pushed, you don't need to be found still on pause.
Mm-mm.
And for some people, you don't need to be found at stop. You know, the tape deck where you had play, pause, record when you
Yeah.
ask for it. Like this time should be used for you to prepare and get ready, not when the
Yeah.
pandemic is over and now you're trying to get prepared and ready. Because when this
Yeah.
when this thing slides out, and it will slide out, that is going to be the moment where it's like, okay, it's full force ahead, no foot on the brakes. It's all gas. And
All
so,
gas, no
you know,
brakes.
yeah, all gas, no brakes. And so you want to be ready. So you still have time now, you know, to those that need that push, you know. And I put something up on Facebook last week, dear. Um for that dream, for that vision, whatever it is that you want to do, and somebody else may be in the same line as you, so what? Do it. Jump into it and do it. If the owner of McDonald's decided they didn't want to do it because there was a Hardee's and a Burger King and a Wendy's, guess
Yeah.
what? We wouldn't have none of them because all of them still make money. Everybody
Yeah.
goes to one of them every day. You know, if Mac, L'Oreal, Maybelline, all of them, it doesn't matter. Jump out and do it. Write your plan, strategize, ask God to give you the instructions, and just go with it. But don't mishandle this time.
Mhm. I heard God right there. Somebody type that in. Do not mishandle this time. Don't mishandle it this time. And let's say that. Don't mishandle it, dot, 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 this time.
Don't
Because
hit
I
miss.
believe that you've already had opportunity upon opportunity, dream upon dream, connection upon. I believe that God has already sent you every single thing that you need. It's just that in this moment, there is something special about the season and the moment that we are in.
Yeah,
There is something happening supernatural in this season right now. And the crazy part is it's for the believers and the non-believers. The
yeah.
sad part is if the non-believer catches it and you're still sitting there. Okay.
We
All
gotta
right.
take the limitations off. You gotta take the limitations off. I think we
Woo!
that's another problem. We're we're in bondage to our own limits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, we've been in bondage to our own limits. You got to take the limitations off, and you can't be afraid. So when you ask me, you know, those three words, I believe God. So in me believing, I can't be afraid. There's no room for fear. You know, scripture says he has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind.
Sound mind.
You can't have
Mhm.
one without the other. You
Yeah.
cannot have one without the other. That power, that sound mind, that you have to have it all. But you can't believe and be afraid. And so for me, once I state I believe, once I'm going in with the belief, that's it. And that belief allows me to take the limitations off. You guys got to take the limitations off. Stop telling yourself what you can't do.
Mm-hmm.
Stop letting other people tell you what you can't do. You know, people always say the greatest deliverance is when you get delivered from the opinions of people. No, the greatest deliverance is when you get delivered from the opinion of yourself. When you get over your own
Woo!
self and you move out
Woo!
your way, you'll be able to get to something that nobody else could ever be able to tell you that you can't accomplish again. Because once you understand your value, once you understand your worth, once you understand who you are, at that point, nothing else matters. What nobody else has to say, it doesn't matter. People can tell me all day, you too aggressive, you too strong. Cool. I ain't quitting. I'm not stopping.
Listen, there is something about you definitely have to be like David and encourage yourself in this thing. I can say for myself, oh my goodness, I have heard it all. You're too much. You're too loud. You're too this. You're too that. You're not church enough. You're not heard enough. I've heard so many different things, but I definitely got to a point to where not only did I have to stop listening to them, I had to stop listening to myself and I had to start listening to God.
Yeah.
Stop listening to them. Stop listening to you because you're just reinforcing what they said. And you
Right.
have to just start listening to God. Listen, Renee, we have a couple minutes. I want you to go ahead and for the next, I would say 6 minutes, I want you to go ahead and encourage those who are watching. There, I believe that everything that you said has already been enough to push somebody off the courage cliff. But there, I just have a feeling that there's somebody who's still teetering. They have a dream, they have an idea, they know there's more to life, they want to reposition, but they're just afraid. I just want you to push them into the courage to go forth.
Absolutely. So you first have to understand that you are amazing. You are it. You are dope. You are valuable. My earnest prayer for anyone that I come in contact and those that I don't know is that you see yourself through the eyes of God, that you see yourself the way that God sees you. And so I want to encourage you that in this moment, you've done everything possible that people said that you couldn't do. um, at this moment, go for it. Like there's
Go
nothing
for it.
getting in your way. The only thing that's getting in your way is you. And if you can put the same amount of energy into thinking about what other people have to say about you, take that same energy and put something into you and produce the power and the purpose that is in you. There is nothing that you cannot do simply because you have God on your side. I want to admonish you. I want to challenge you. I want to charge you to be brave, to be courageous. That's all that being courageous is. It means being brave. And the same thing that you can find yourself being brave in the small matters, be brave in the huge matters because you are huge. I refer to myself now, something someone said to me. They said, Renee, you are massive. And at one point, I wouldn't think so. But now I do because I know that I'm massive in the eyesight of God. So I want to tell you that you're massive in the eyesight of the Lord. You are amazing. And so I want you to kick your faith up 20,000 notches. And from this moment forth, October the 20th, 2020, I want you to make the decision to move forward. I want you to make the decision to go after what you desire. I want you to make the decision to move from words to actions. You are amazing. And I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. I'm trusting and I'm believing God for you. I got you. And God's got you too. I really feel like I should pray and close it out. But I want to have some order. I think we lost Dia again, but she's coming. But don't quit, guys. Don't
Oh
quit.
my goodness. That was amazing. I did hear everything.
I almost felt like I needed to go into prayer real quick, but I was like, I gotta have some order.
Listen, you can do that. So, oh my goodness, you are so power packed. You are so power packed. Somebody type in, I am a giant. I am huge.
You're
I
massive.
am massive.
Yeah.
I am that. I definitely I love that. Be brave. Be brave in this season. We are, what is it, Tuesday night, October the 20th at 10 p.m. I want you to be brave and do what God has sent you out to do. I need you to know that my call is not your call. Renee's call is not your call. Our assignment is not your assignment. But whatever your assignment is, is huge, needed, necessary, and massive.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Oh my
absolutely.
goodness. So, firstly, what I wanted to do, let us know how.
So I think she was gonna ask.
And man, oh man,
Yeah,
oh
she,
man.
you was about to ask how can they order?
I'm gonna have a company meeting after this. I wanted to say, how can they get a hold of Regal?
So there is a website. Yay. The website is www.regalbyrene. I had to add the Byrene to it because the actual regal.com domain is, of course, it's public domain, so it's already gone. But it's www.regalbyrene. And Rene is spelled Rene. And at that point, the website will pop up and you'll see me and a few of some queens on there just representing. And then there's the catalog where you can order. Again, as Dee explained earlier, everything is about sold out. So we'll be loading up the website this week when the next few orders come in. And then, like I said, we're pushing for some more amazing things to add and drop to the line. But www.regalbyrene.com.
I love it. I love it. RegalByRene.com. Go ahead. Somebody put that in the notes, put that in the comments so that we can see that there. Also, excuse me, I don't know what you have going on or what you have coming up, but how can we get in contact with you?
So what I just actually just started the Regal Facebook page as of last night. When you
Okay.
go to www.regalbyrene.com, there is a subscribe button at the bottom. You can enter your email address and subscribe there. Of course, on my Facebook page, Rene space E space Massey. I'm reachable there. Send me a message, and also you can send me an email. The email address is theprayerrenewal@gmail.com. I don't have any assistants, so you don't have to worry about like, oh my God, somebody reading something and it coming to me. Nah. My friends have gotten on me, was like, Renee, you need a personal assistant, but we'll get there.
Listen, first of all, with everything I got going on tonight, so do I.
We'll get there. But those emails come directly to me. And so, just however I can encourage, however I can motivate, however I can push
Lord
you,
Jesus.
pray, whatever it is, those are my means of contact. So,
Awesome. Now, Wednesdays you go live and you pray
yeah,
at 8,
8 a.m. Yeah,
8
midweek
a.m.
prayer. It used to be
Listen,
Monday morning, but my work schedule changed, so we had to move it to Wednesdays. So Wednesdays at 8 a.m. I'm live, unless there's a hiccup in my work schedule, or if I'm out of the country. Very rarely am I under the weather. Those would be the reasons why I'm not live.
listen, you are absolutely amazing. You really are massive. I appreciate you. First of all, going through this whole roller coaster ride tonight. I'm
I
pretty
wasn't bothered.
positive.
That was you.
So one thing that people don't know. So on the flip side of having fun, I love production and I love a smooth production, which is probably why I host events. I love a smooth production. So I'm like, but I do know that things happen. I'm always prepared to be flexible. I just wanted things to be great for you because I was so excited to talk to you, and you are still completely amazing. So I thank you so much for being a part of the push, being a part of the Power Push movement. It's all about helping others get to the next level, to the next page, and just being courageous enough to take your life back. So I thank you so much for being a part
Thank you for
of the
having
Power Push movement.
this was an honor and a privilege to be on this platform. So, I was getting dressed today and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm getting interviewed. This is
And this is not the last time. Once outside open up and we get that studio, because that's where I'm going. I'm going to the TV and we're going to have a show.
wow.
I'm speaking it right now.
I'm
That's I that's what it is. and you will be on the couch. I'm just saying.
Let's go with it.
You look absolutely amazing tonight, Renee. Again, thank you so much. Listen, somebody, anybody, put those emoji hands together for the regal Renee Massey.
Thank you.
Listen, I absolutely love you guys. Listen, make sure you guys are here, back here, same bat place, same bat time, less issues, okay? In the morning, we will be here at 8 a.m. with our regularly scheduled power push.
Yes.
Y'all already know how we do. I'm here to help you get to you. It's time to birth that thing. You are overdue. Long overdue. So catch me right here, 8 a.m. in the a.m. And we will have my awesome guest, Miss Natasha Mitchell. Why? Because it really is breast cancer awareness. We can't talk about courageous without talking about breast cancer and breast cancer survivors and what it takes and what we need to be doing right now to make sure that we are good. So make sure you join me in the morning, still talking about courage, still talking about being courageous, still pushing like never before. So listen, I'll see you guys in the morning again. Renee, thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. This was an honor and a privilege for me. Thank you.
Awesome. You guys having amazing night. Let me see if I can play my video again. Listen, because I worked hard on it, so we're gonna play it. Let me see.
Let's see.
All right, see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
All right. It's power push. Okay, bye guys.